Can we ask the rich to help those who are suffering in poverty? Hi, welcome to Maya. Today we will have a conversation about poverty and how we can eliminate it. Before we continue, please subscribe to our channel Maya. According to the OECD, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, in 2012, the top 0.6% of world population, or the 42 million richest people in the world, held 39.3% of world wealth. The next 4.4%, 311 million people, held 32.3% of world wealth. The bottom 95% held 28.4% of world wealth. Country-wide poverty is typically measured in one of two ways. The first is to determine the percentage of people whose daily income falls below specific baseline amounts, such as $10 per day. These baselines remain the same for every country, enabling a slightly different perspective on country-to-country comparisons. The most widely used baseline amount is $1.90 per day, measured in 2011 PPP international dollars, INT, a theoretical unit of currency used to make country-to-country comparisons easier. People who make less than this amount are considered to be in extreme poverty, which is to say they are the poorest of the poor. The big 5 factors of poverty, as a social problem, include ignorance, disease, apathy, dishonesty, and dependency. These, in turn, contribute to secondary factors such as lack of markets, poor infrastructure, poor leadership, bad governance, underemployment, lack of skills, lack of capital, and others. According to World Bank, the countries with the highest poverty rates in the world are South Sudan 82.30%, Equatorial Guinea 76.80%, Madagascar 70.70%, Guinea-Bissau 69.30%, Eritrea 69.00%, São Tomé and Príncipe 66.70%, Burundi 64.90%, Democratic Republic of the Congo 63.90%, Central African Republic 62.00%, Guatemala 59.30%. According to the Hurun Global Rich List 2021, Greater China housed the most billionaires worldwide in 2021. In detail, Greater China topped the list with a billionaire population of 1,058 people. By comparison, 696 billionaires resided in the United States. On contrast, we can also see that India is the country with the largest number of people living in extreme poverty, 218 million people, with Nigeria and the Congo, DRC, following with 86 and 55 million people, respectively. If this difference continues, there will be major disruptions, whether political, social, ecological, military, or in terms of health. To break the cycle of poverty, the world needs minimize inequalities, reduce subsidies for the rich, progressive taxation, fixing minimum wages, social security, steeply graded income tax, high tax on luxuries, higher tax exemption on philanthropy. These are the factors which can fix the poverty. Now talk about the most generous donor countries helping the world's poor. Luxembourg. Luxembourg tops the list of most generous donor countries with 1.05% of its gross national income going to foreign aid. The Grand Duchy of Luxembourg is a partner to 9 developing countries across Africa, the United States, and Asia, and is a member of the International Aid Transparency Initiative. Norway. The second country on the list of most generous donor countries is Norway. Norway spends on average 39 billion Norwegian kroner, $4.3 billion, on foreign aid per year. Sweden. Sweden is actually the third most generous donor based on the proportion of its foreign aid donations to the size of its economy. Sweden has exceeded the United Nations 0.7% target every year since 1975. In addition, it has kept the long-term commitment of donating at least 1% since 2008. In 2020, the Swedish government ensured its COVID-19 response will not affect its development funding during the pandemic. Denmark. According to the Danish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Denmark has donated 0.71% of its gross national income to foreign aid, $2.55 billion, in 2020. According to the World Bank, the 2030 Agenda recognizes that ending poverty in all its forms everywhere is the greatest global challenge facing the world today, and an indispensable requirement for sustainable development. Globally, more than 689 million people live in poverty, caused mainly by wage inequality, inflation, and poor education. Sometimes I personally feel it is not in people's hand to make someone rich or poor, but it is definitely in our hands to help others and show togetherness when we are privileged and blessed. Help others, be an inspiration. Signing off from this video, thanks for watching Maya. Please subscribe to our channel. Hit like a notification bell. See you in the next video.